Okay, here's a continuation. We had a power outage. Alright, so you go turquoise and you blend into white, and then you cut in dark blue, then you blend black into the dark blue, then you cut in red, and then you blend black into red, and then I pulled the masking tape. And also one other trick of the trade is the good old hair dryer, so you don't have to sit around and wait. So now when I put my white paint here, and I'm going to cut in, I did a masking line. Now I'm going to practice cutting in with the steady hand, leaning on the paper. Cut in. Go slow when you're close to the line. You can go a little faster when you're further. Slow and then faster. Okay, so I'm going to paint this whole area white. And I'm going to clean my brush. I'm going to dry my brush. And while this is wet, I'm going to put some black into the white. Oops. And blend those. And again, the direction you blend is the movement you create on the paper. It moves your eye across the paper. So this is horizontal. I made a tiny mistake. This red one up here, so if I take a clean brush and I wet it, I can pull that up. So that is a nice line. I'm going to pull this tape. There's my masking line. Nice. Clean my brush. Go back to red. If you're not comfortable pulling a line, if you like that hard edge that the masking tape gives you, you use the hair dryer. When it's dried really well, you take the masking tape and you put it back over the part you already painted. Then I can paint over that. And we'll have a nice hard line. You should pull the tape while the paint is wet. Otherwise it gets a skin and it tears. So here's my red. You can play with the texture, put it on a little thicker. Again, think about the movement, the direction of the paint line. This time I'm going to throw a little black in over here. That is a lot of black paint, so I'm going to clean my brush. And I'm going to pull some of that black paint up. Again, everything you're doing, you're experimenting with, but on your project, you're going to do it with intention and purpose. You'll have more control. I like that effect. Pull this. And I make sure I clean this brush really well. It's easy to contaminate your white. You may even have to clean your water. I'm going to go for it. Here's my white paint. Don't leave the paper white. Paint the paper white. You cut in again, slowly pull the line. Steadying my hand by bracing my pinky on the table. drag the line, cut in, and you can go faster near the tape. Drop in some grays over here. While it's still wet, I'm cleaning my brush from my last time. I think I'll push the white into, I'm going to clean my brush as I do it and pull some of this white crisscross. You can always grab more white, push it, let's push and pull, push, pull. Nice grayscale. Okay. So that is drying. The last thing you can do is, I like these brushes that come to a point, they're round at the end as opposed to the flat brush. Grab some white paint. At this point, as you move down, as you experimented with the hair dryer, it should be dry. So you're painting white onto the dry dark blue paint, so it's wet on dry. It's dry brush. Sketch yourself a star. Again, this is just experimenting. This is your practice. The direction you paint again matters. You want to see the brush strokes, then you can let them show through. You can let the dark blue show through. You can cover it. Reminds me of embroidering. How the stars on the authentic flags are embroidered on. This is all thread, so I'm thinking of the direction the thread goes. Whatever, however you want to interpret it, it's up to you. And if you're feeling gutsy, do one going off that is not completely seen. It's just interesting for design. I still have this gap here. I'm going to cut in this again. So this is your introduction to the paint, a little bit of experimenting, understanding how the colors blend, working with the viscosity of the paint, adding water when needed, cleaning your brush is a big deal. Creating enough layers, and actually didn't think it was going to look so much like a flag, but this is your finished piece. If you pull your tape straight down, the paper tends to rip. Hold it on an angle. Okay, so that is your practice painting technique. Put this to the board. Next step, thumbnail sketches. So turquoise blue, blended to white, dark blue, blended to black, red, blending to black, masking tape, white blending to black, repeat masking tape. Should we write that? So pull masking tape and then it's red, blend into black again, then it's masking tape. Oh, we had the hair dryer, white, blended into black, pull tape, pull tape. Oh, you can't see that. Okay, excellent.